All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CuePoints, the mobile DJ podcast. My name is Anthony. Alongside me is co-host Will Brunner.
Wow, you did it right. You did it right this time. I'm very proud of you.
Yes.
So this is
I can't believe I got that wrong. That's insane.
Listen, man, it's all right. You haven't known me, I guess. Actually, it's your fault.
It's 100%.
It's all good. We are in April, dude. It's already April. Communion season is upon us. It's going to be wedding season, but more importantly, the show is going along, and we're starting to get some episodes in, some viewers. We're getting some great feedback on YouTube, which is awesome.
Yes, hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. You could always give us feedback on our website, CuePointsPodcast.com, or Facebook and Instagram at CuePoints Podcast.
So this is another exciting episode. April 3rd, today we're broadcasting live from LIU Studios. And who do we have in the studio?
We have a very special guest today. This is Juan from idjnow. What's going on, man?
What's going on, guys? How are you? Thank you for having me.
Dude, I'm so happy you're here.
I'm very excited to be here, man. I am.
I got to give you credit, too. You found it without calling us. I'm very proud.
Yeah. Hey, you gave me very well detailed information, plus a map. I can't mess that up.
He's the first person I've ever sent the map to. It's like a treasure chest.
The map was a little confusing. I was looking at it.
See? You see that? You would think it was.
It's a big campus, but...
Dude, but thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank you. So I do got to say, I actually, Anthony, I really did think that I've been saying Will's last name wrong the whole time. And I'm like, wow, Will never corrected me.
I know.
It's Brunner. No, but it's not.
I know,
it's
because
not Brunner.
Usually with like one N, it's Brunner. Yeah. Two N's, it's Brunner.
You would think, man, it's that damn German of me.
I know now, though.
But I'm glad
and all you guys know now. So
it's all good.
If you ever get to meet him, you could address him correctly.
Correct. So what's going on, Juan? How's everything been, man? I mean, how's everything?
Things are up and up. This is the season. You guys already know this is the season where business gets ramped up for everybody. It's a lot of events going on. Personally, things are well. I'm very happy. On the up and up as well. Like we said earlier, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Yeah, you got to play hard anyway, man.
Exactly, man. But things are well. How about you, gentlemen?
Everything's going good. We're keeping busy.
Yeah, man. Starting, booking season is in full effect.
Yes.
We're starting to really, pick up as far as gigs go. So, I mean, I've got, zero complaints in life, man. Life is good.
Here, man. Same
I love telling people that. I just hate when they tell me their bad news, and I feel like a jerk.
No, I know. It's part of life, man.
They're like, yeah, everything's good. How are you? Well, this just happened. This guy died. I'm like, jeez.
But no, the show is going awesome. Every episode we're implementing something new. We're now at a multicam setup. So, I mean, we're really starting to make it look as professional as possible, and grow a viewership, and because the audience is there. The best thing I've said, and I've said it before on the podcast, is all we're talking about are things that we talk about in the kitchens of these venues, when we're at the stores, all these places. So,
nailed it. For
so
real,
obviously we're here at Juan, and for a lot of people listening, he's the brand ambassador, basically, of idjnow.
Thank you.
Come on, man. That's what you are.
I try to hold that.
So idjnow has 2 locations, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so we have one in Babylon, 2 retail, Babylon and Queens.
Correct.
And then we have our corporate location in Ronkonkoma.
Which is where they do the online and everything from there.
And when I order everything out of stock, that's where I have to go.
That's where it comes from. That's where we replenish from. That's correct.
That's awesome.
So I definitely for sure think you're the face of idjnow.
I thank you, man. I don't take that lightly.
I watch the all the things at the trade shows. The expo.
You guys did
You're
great
always
at that.
there.
Yeah, I love going out to trade shows.
I think other than the store, I think the last time I saw you was at the DJ Expo in Atlantic City.
Yes.
2 years ago.
That's correct. I did see you there. Yeah.
How was that trade show that you just went to?
NAMM.
The NAMM show.
You went NAMM.
Yeah,
you
I was
were
in
NAMM
in California, Anaheim, and that was my first trade show in NAMM, or rather the first NAMM I ever attended, and it was bigger than I could explain or fathom in my mind. I did, I've been to trade shows and I'd never been to something this big. This is one of the biggest music trade shows besides CES or,
Yeah, it's a huge show.
Floors and like miles of walking of just instruments and DJ equipment and pro audio all together. It's just unfathomably humongous. It's like this campus and full of vendors. It has over 12,000 booths.
You guys cover a lot of area too. I mean, you guys were
try.
every 2 minutes another video popping up. You guys were doing really well.
All the
with
manufacturers, all the new equipment. That's why we love idjnow so much. They're always on their game.
Yeah, you guys really have a strong connection,
and
you guys are really, in there with all the major brands that really we all, rely on.
I gotta say, it's all part of the bigger team. We are there shooting, and we send it back to the corporate office, and the guys at the corporate office are putting all the videos together and getting them back up online as soon as possible. I shout out to those guys, man. The team back at idjnow is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how long have you been with the team?
I've actually been there 10 plus years, going on 11.
Wow.
In May.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What made you? Did you walk in off the street? Were you? How did you get your start?
That's a very good question. So I had a friend that was working at idjnow, and he told me I was before this. I was in the construction business, and I was doing that full time, and one thing led to another. I had an opportunity just to get away from that. I was doing it for over 10 years, construction, sheetrock, and spackle.
It's a lot on the body.
Yeah, it is. And I'm like, hey, man.
I do a little bit of that now. It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I'm good with people, so I'm like, let me give this a shot. And they told me they had a sales position open. I'm like, I'll give it a try. I went to school for audio engineering.
There you go.
So it was just a perfect hand-in-hand. Of course, I did have some DJ background back in high school, turntables, crates,
I was just about to ask you, as far as the DJing goes, what did you do before you started with idjnow? Like, did you work with a company? Were you doing events? Like, how'd that start?
So I would call it the backyard DJ. Me and my friend, just getting back, home parties, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the best way to explain it. Not before, like high school stuff, not corporate or nothing like that. So
not to age you, but what year did you graduate high school?
I graduated in 2004.
Okay.
So I am 33 now.
Okay. Because if you really think about it, the mobile DJ, really didn't even start, until like late 80s. Really started to they didn't make coffins and all this stuff. Everyone had to make everything themselves.
Yeah. Right.
So even in the early 2000s, that's still, most of the stuff was being custom made. You couldn't go around the block and find a DJ store. That's not how it worked. This is all.
It's definitely become more mainstream recently.
The mobile DJs today. They take it for granted what we're able to do.
Yeah.
Seriously, everything was custom made. Big signboards with their names on it. I've seen all of them, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Phil. Shout out Eddie. I've seen them all, man. From 2001 and all the 90s and everything like that. So that's awesome, man. Over 10 years with the company.
Yeah, the company started back in 1990, so they're 29 years strong.
Exactly. Really, they're one of the premier places in the area. Definitely for New York. 100%. You're one of the first people, and I've said it before, when I was first starting out, you really led me in the right direction as far as I want you to, I know it's going to hurt, but spend that extra money. Get the right equipment so you're not back here in, a month and you have to replace it.
Correct. That's something we definitely try to instill or build more of a good rapport with people and tell them, we're not here to just sell you what yes, we'll sell you what you need, what you want, but we're going to listen to you and we're going to cater to your needs and know, hey, this is a good product, but this product's a lot better. Like you mentioned before, the QSC. I know once you went into QSC.
I'm a QSC-aholic,
it's a reliable brand that won't leave you down, So we tell people.
I think that really comes to the biggest thing is the knowledge, and even if you're having a problem with something, I can bring it to the store. And that's so valuable.
We love that,
because
it's local.
Because in the world of online and everything, and you guys have a killer online space and everything like that. But the cool thing is you also have a retail place to go to.
It's awesome.
That's the difference. Is I can go into a store.
So that's what we pride ourselves in. Not only do we have an online presence, but if anybody listening, if you've never come to the store, I would recommend it. It's a different experience to have somebody, talk to you. What we try to build is a friendship,
Yeah.
It's not just you're a regular customer walking in and you're picking your stuff and walking out. We try to build a good rapport, and we're there to help you out. That's what I really like to instill into people is, hey, listen, I know you're buying these headphones, but if there's anything I can help you with, whatever it is, come back, man. I got you. We're here to answer any questions and support you. Whatever it is, just we got you.
No, it's just, and there are so many different directions you've led me in as far as, I'm like, hey, man, listen, I'm thinking about doing this. What's your best approach from your experience?
Yeah.
Because, you see things every day and, all these different, opinions, they matter. and it's awesome. And the team there is so awesome.
We the team that we have, it's like family. It's not just like, let's say, not to name companies, but like a Walmart. Maybe they don't know every employee there. Like we're a family-based business.
No, I mean, I truly love. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm spending money when I go there. My friends always joke around as I'm cruising down Sunrise Highway going west, and like, let's see if he gets off the exit ramp. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna go spend the money? But I truly think of like all the guys there as good friends. Shout out Mark, and Eric, and all the guys there, man.
Yes,
they're just such good guys, and no one's out there to try to scam you or try to put you into something that you don't need.
Correct. Yeah.
And also, they'll make sure before you leave that you're educated. One time I bought these lights and I didn't know how to sync them. They sat with me and showed me how to do it.
Exactly.
I love that about them.
And you can watch a YouTube video and you can do this stuff, but there's nothing like hands-on learning, and it's just. Oh man, it's awesome.
Thank you, man.
So what do you guys think? What's the next direction? I know you guys. What's next for idjnow? What are the obviously the online presence is killer. You guys are killing it with going to all these trade shows and everything like that. So how do we pull in these guys who are going online and buying things on eBay and whatnot? How do we pull them into the store when they live right down the block, but they're just, I got to buy on Amazon? How do we pull them in?
So it's funny you say that. That's a very good question. And sometimes a lot of people are provoked to easily buy when you're at your home and you just click and buy. But sometimes, when you're looking at these products, you don't really... You may see a picture, not really know exactly the size of it or anything. That's the best part about our retail location is that you could come in, but not only do we have the stuff on display, but we're very competitive. So we know what's out there. We know the prices out there. So almost 99%, very sure that you'd be paying the lower price at our location than you would online. So and then you have the item right there.
And not to mention you have the item right there, but you can bring it back there with any problem.
That's the best thing, man. Anything, you just come back to our store and we'll help you out with. Sometimes it's not even the product issue. It could be your laptop's not up to par, the specs. Sometimes people oversee that.
It's a troubleshoot, and if you're new into the business, you might not know.
Exactly.
You might not understand what's happening, and so that's just like I said. So, Anthony, I know we talked about it last show, but what's a perfect example of what we're talking about?
I know we mentioned it, but I bought a Pioneer DDJ SX3 on Amazon, right? And so it comes in the mail. Right off the bat, all the drivers, everything was just so difficult to set up. And I finally got everything up and running, and the play button on the left deck doesn't work. I literally have to go on the mouse pad on my computer and hit play like that, and then use the CuePoints to start the song. It's if I would have bought that from idjnow, you guys definitely would have been able to help me.
100%.
Yeah, when he called me and told me this.
He's
like, you idiot, you should have went to idjnow.
Yeah, Will actually told me, he's like, man, I wish he would have bought it from you guys. You guys could have, and exactly, we would have swapped it right out. We take care of our people that shop with us right away.
And I always strive for that. When I got the guys that work with me, and they come in and they're like, I'm thinking about upgrading, I'm thinking about doing this. I'm like, I'll go with you. Like, we've gone to the store before to pick up stuff. I'm like, I'll go with you. You should go. Yes. I don't care. If
I love going there with Will. He's always like, hey, you need anything?
No, the problem is
you pay me back later.
The problem is when I go with you or one of the other guys, I end up spending more money than you do, because I'm just like. I literally will go up to either Eric or Juan or Mark, and I'll be like, so what's new?
Yep.
Show me the new stuff.
Yep, that's right.
We got lighting, sound. I need stuff.
It just happens, man. I love thinking of new ways for us to, make business. You have to be new, and, you guys have been killer with, showing new stuff. Because, this business is ever changing.
Yes.
the mixers and everything, of course, are very important.
Right.
But, for me personally, I'm not upgrading a client on what type of mixer I'm using.
Right.
That's a preference, you know what I mean?
Right.
But there's so many other things, lighting effects, monograms, all these different, things. They have cool TV trussing and whatnot, and there's just so many cool options. And, it's good to have someone to bounce ideas off of that's knowledgeable in the industry.
Yep.
But of course, with a DJ, especially one that has passion, they're going to want, their preferences are most important to them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's more of like the inner DJ than the inner businessman. They want to spend the money, get the really good, mixer, which of course you got to have good equipment.
Right.
But when it comes to mics, sound, everything.
Even like atmospheric effects like the CO2.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
the geysers and everything. You guys have everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that. Even the dry ice things. What is that?
The cumulus or the nimbus.
Yeah. Those are
that's where
awesome.
you-
It's all like
Nice.
little effects, and it's just another add-on that you can do, and it's
And it
just
makes
huge.
your event that much better.
It
Yeah.
does. It really does.
And it's like, I really don't get it when people are like, well, I save a lot of money online. I don't see how. I've looked everywhere, here and far, especially when I started out. I was like, well, let me see if I really can get a better deal. And I couldn't. Because, between the discounts they give, reoccurring, people that come back to the stores, the 15% off you guys are always, offering, or I know for
there's
St.
always
Patrick's Day last month, you
some
did
sort of sale.
17%.
Yep. Yes, exactly.
Or you guys do the tent sales in the summer, which
Oh,
are
man.
huge.
Those are key.
And then
Those are key times to stop.
I go
by,
every
too.
year to the tent sale. There's always something.
It's like a,
But
it's
if you
like a
go,
quick
you have to
tradition.
go like the first day or two.
Or the
'cause
day before that no one's supposed to know about.
Right? Yeah.
Because that last day, everything's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Well, there's always new things coming out, every day. But during the tent sale, but
Yeah.
that
It's
last
gone
day,
to an
almost
extent
gone.
because
Right.
I with him, with Juan especially, when I go there, I look for things that no one's looking for.
Right.
If I'm trying to build a custom new video rack, I can find this awesome case for $20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll completely rig it. That's the one that you're using right now. I bought that at the tent sale. And it was like $25. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But on the first day, what did I get? I walk in, I see a brand new set of QSCs.
Yeah.
I'll get those too.
Yeah.
Real
I'll
quick.
take that.
Well, speaking of events, what do we have coming up? So right
So
now we're in
May 1st,
April.
yeah.
So May 1st.
Yeah, right around the corner. May 1st, we have a Power Play giveaway by QSC. They're giving away 2 sound systems.
Wow.
The first sound system is 2 K12.2s with the KS single 12 sub. It's called the KS112.
Okay.
And then the next is the CP12s with the Touch Mix 8. I don't know if you guys are familiar with
I've
the Touch
seen
Mix
it.
series.
I've seen the video. It's
Beautiful.
pretty cool
Yeah.
looking, man.
Really cool mixer.
Damn, that's a nice.
Just a side
giveaway.
note. I don't know about you. I plan on being there for that.
Yeah, man,
So,
I want to win.
you know,
All you got to do is just be
If you guys are
present
in
to
Long
win
Island
this.
and you want to meet us, you want to enter the giveaway,
Yeah.
we'll be there.
I don't see why you wouldn't go,
feel free to
because
say
also
hi.
you're gonna see all the other DJs, and I don't,
Yeah.
I know you. I have a lot of friends in the industry. We've said it
Absolutely.
before on the shows. It's not as cutthroat as people want to make
It's
it
not,
seem.
man. As you mentioned in other podcasts, yeah.
How many times is I'm in the store and all of a sudden, someone from After Hours
Yep.
is there, or
Exactly.
or High Voltage, someone's there, and I'm like, oh crap, what's up,
Yep.
man? Like it's just, and then that's another person I'm bouncing ideas off of, because again, there's so many people on this island that it's not that cutthroat.
Yeah, it's a great community.
A lot of people, like you met, just to reference what you said before in a previous podcast, a lot of people think it's very cutthroat. And yeah, it may be saturated, but like you said, there's more saturation with people, which is
Absolutely.
There's so much money to be made out there. There's so many events,
There's so many.
There's a plethora of people and events that it's really not as cutthroat. As long as you're not talking crap about your competitor
Yeah,
or nothing like that. Everybody's out here to make.
Well, that's like
There's
in
no
any
need for
business.
that.
and
Yeah.
exactly.
That's like in any business. The minute you start talking crap to me about other people in my
it gets
industry,
professional.
not even that. It doesn't make you look good.
Exactly, it actually makes you look bad.
It doesn't make you look good. Like,
Yeah.
oh, congratulations, you could talk behind someone's back.
Exactly,
Like,
it's not the right thing.
Like I said before, all I'll say is, listen, I think that they do a nice job. Mm-hmm. I just happen to think we might do a few things better.
Exactly.
And that's a great answer.
It's a beautiful
because you're not
answer.
putting anyone down, and you're just putting yourself a little higher, which is what you
Right.
should do.
Exactly.
If you truly believe you do a good job,
You
and
should
you're
be proud of your business.
Exactly. That's right.
I see. I love that we all agree.
Yeah, no, it's 100%, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, because I just wanted to agree with you guys on that point. So true.
No,
Yeah, for sure.
It's huge.
For sure.
So I assume that it's been a good 10 years. And I do.
Yeah, man. I'm very happy, man. It's easy. I get to communicate with people and friends that I've built a rapport with you guys,
Absolutely, yeah.
and I'm helping you guys buy equipment that you guys need, and I'm suggesting stuff that I know is going to lead you in the right direction. So it's not hard,
Yeah.
No, I just recommend for people listening, if you haven't been, and if you haven't been, I don't know what the hell you're doing, to
Yeah.
be honest. Because if you're in the mobile DJ world, there's not exactly a million places you can go that are an actual place.
Yeah, no.
You shouldn't be in Best Buy. You
No.
shouldn't. Shout out. I love Best Buy.
Yeah.
but if you're going to be buying specific things for something, I wouldn't go to a furniture. I wouldn't go to Home Depot to buy a couch.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
yep,
mean?
yep.
Like, go the right place for
Correct.
what you need. I go to all these stores, but for different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's just, you guys just know what you're talking about, and you're knowledgeable, you're friendly, you're extremely competitive, if not better, on almost anything I've ever bought from you guys. And
Thank you.
it's local. And how often is? I mean, we're kind of.
That's what we love most about it.
We're kind of blessed in that way. I mean, how many places can you look? Like, I'll buy things all the time online for other types of things, and they do have storefronts, but they're in Florida or they're in California.
That's right.
So I have to have everything shipped here, and I can never see it. How awesome is it that one of the premier stores, around, is 10 minutes from my house?
Right.
I mean, I just think that's so awesome.
And it's only like 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes
amazing.
from your house. And if you live, towards the city and everything, guess what? They have another store
And
in
every
Queens.
time I drive past, I'm like, my favorite store.
Yeah, and I mean, I've met some of the guys from Queens, and they also seem to have a great rapport over there.
Yeah, they
and
do.
I really think
awesome.
that the higher ups at idjnow have done a very good job with staffing and just building a very good presence in the area. You guys are killing it, man.
Thank you, man. That's how it all started. Just doing the right thing and building good rapport with people, and that's what they recruit. Good personalities more than anything.
The biggest thing I find in 2019 and beyond at this point is that there's so much knowledge out there, but I don't find that too many people are knowledgeable. You know what I mean? You can go watch a YouTube video and you could sell yourself as a big wedding DJ and whatnot, and you might not literally own anything. It's very easy to save a picture and put it on your website.
Right.
It happens all the time.
Oh my God, it's
However,
ridiculous.
if you're serious about getting into the industry or even upgrading and taking it to the next level, I stress that you go see Juan or any of my guys over at idjnow, and they'll, put your money where your mouth is.
Yep.
Get it out there, and let's build a company. I would like it. I want the competition. Please do it. Anthony, real quick, tell us where we are, where they can find us, all the fun stuff.
We are recording at LIU Studios. They host the podcast, so when you look us up on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you'll see LIU Studios. That's us. You can find us on our website, CuePointsPodcast.com, or Facebook and Instagram at CuePoints Podcast.
And we are released every single Wednesday.
Every week.
Yeah, man, we're not messing
Weekly.
around. All right, it's getting better and better. We're gonna have some awesome guests on, giveaways. You got to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at CuePoints Podcast.
Yeah, we got big things happening on our social media.
huge things. Let's go.
We're all around the community.
And like I
Just
said,
giving you all that information
and
that
if
you're
you
looking
want to
for.
be on the show or you have some ideas, let us know. We want to hear from you every Wednesday right here, the CuePoints Podcast. We'll be back after this. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Will from the CuePoints Mobile DJ Podcast, and we would love to get your opinion and your take on the DJ world in today's day and age and how much it's changed and everything going on and having to do with the mobile DJ universe. Give us an email at CuePointsPodcast@gmail.com and let's get you involved in the conversation. Again, that's CuePointsPodcast@gmail.com. We'll speak to you soon. If you're enjoying the CuePoints Mobile DJ Podcast, then you gotta give us a follow. Find us on Instagram and Facebook at CuePoints Podcast for giveaways, product reviews, and so much more. That's CuePoints Podcast on all social media platforms. Check us out.
All right, everyone, welcome back to CuePoints, the Mobile DJ Podcast. We have very special guest, Juan from idjnow in the house.
Thank you. Here I am.
Did I ever tell you when I write ID on my thing, it automatically switch? I'm not even kidding. It switches it in all caps to idjnow. I swear on my life.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that, but it doesn't. No, not today.
Yep.
I don't have the extra money today. Juan, get on my phone, man.
It's so funny, man. I hate when it does autocorrect like that.
So, in the last segment, we talked a little bit about, how you started, how you got into the business.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit more about, some shows that are coming up. We have the DJ Expo. You guys will be there again?
Yes. We
Will you
try to be at
personally
every
be there?
expo. Most likely will be there at the expo.
But there was a show that you just went to, right? Or you just were in Miami, right?
Yes, last week we were at the WMC, also known as the MMC Miami Music Conference, and
That's huge.
Yes.
I've been wanting to go to that for years.
Oh, I
just
guess,
haven't had the
you'll be
opportunity.
taking off pretty soon going to that. Dude, these
Eventually.
I've never even been to a festival, man. I want to go so bad.
Nothing, really?
Nah, unfortunately, no. man.
Not even Izu here in New York?
I got as far as glow stick and at the Crazy Donkey.
Well,
man.
actually, what I forgot to mention, the first episode. I actually got to DJ at Electric Adventure in Atlantic City.
Oh, wow.
They don't do it anymore, but it was a huge festival on the beach. And I got to meet so many awesome people there.
Yeah, dude, you did
That was
some
really
killer
cool.
stuff in the beginning, man. Before, like, even, like, what was your first gig again?
The first one, like my first mobile gig, or
No, your first, like, club gig.
Webster Hall.
His
Wow,
first-
that's right. That's what.
first-
oh my
first
God.
gig was Webster
That's
Hall.
First club
crazy.
gig was Webster Hall, and Tiesto
Oh
was
my
there.
God! Wow.
But you had a good time in Miami?
Oh my God! It was an amazing time. Met, the who's who. of the
Yeah, man,
industry
it seemed
there,
like you met a lot of
stopping
cool
by.
people.
It was very interesting people to meet and really cool. It was humbling to see how humble the people were themselves.
I find it awesome that, the company's sending you guys to all these places. I think it's important because, you do have, the whole country, just as, like I said before, where I'm ordering, certain products from, LA or whatever, there's no reason that, the DJs in, Indiana shouldn't be ordering from you guys. So going to all these festivals and all these conferences, huge for you guys.
It is huge to show and brand a company and show that we're out there. It's a big thing for business.
And then everybody
to show
who
that you're there.
watches the videos
presence.
online and everything, and they see your face. Now they get to see you in person.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
It
that's
is really
it's
cool.
it's like a frienddip, like we said before.
it is a friendship.
You feel like you know them, and then
and
now
you start
really
to
do.
know them. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's such a cool thing. And you guys are really getting yourselves out there. And another side note, Anthony actually showed me it. idjnow Studios, huh? In
Manhattan, yeah.
So check this out. idjnow has a studio in Manhattan, as you said, and we recently had first we had the Chainsmokers, and then we had Rehab last couple weeks ago.
What I would do
so awesome.
to get them on the show.
It's pretty cool. I didn't personally get to meet them in person because I wasn't there, but it's really cool to have them in the idjnow.
And they did like a
studios.
mix or something?
Yeah, they're actually there in the mix, and then I really can't touch much more about that.
that's-
Just
that's
they're
very
with
cool.
No, they
us,
did I think they did an interview
very
with them
cool.
and everything. That's so
Right.
cool, though.
I
man.
saw it on their Instagram, and then
Yeah, man, social media, it's what
that's
it's
really
all
cool.
about, man. You got to keep up and everything like that.
right.
But we actually have some exciting news. We got to keep up with you guys. So we're actually going to be Enjoyable Entertainment. Myself, Anthony, one of my other guys, Chris, we're actually opening up for Steve Aoki at the end of this month. Yeah, so we'll be
Yes.
opening up right here at the Tillis Center at LIU. They're having a big concert, sold-out show.
Wow.
So we will be doing the opening act with Steven.
That's huge.
Hopefully, I'm going to crush every bone in my body. We can get him on this show.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna-
oh
I'm
my
gonna-
God, we're
Yes.
trying. We sent out a couple emails.
I am good at
but we'll see.
Pinocchio and pull every string that is humanly possible.
Steve,
to
if
do
you're
this.
listening, we would love to have you on the show.
Okay, hold on. First of all, if
Please
he's
come on.
listening, thank you. Because he is literally the epitome of a mobile DJ.
Right?
Yeah, really.
What he's doing, moving around,
place to place
flying
to place, it's
everywhere.
crazy.
Dude, that would be so cool, though, man.
But he's just so good with business too. He just opened like a pizza place.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow. Okay.
Doesn't he throw cakes at people, too?
I was just
Yes.
going to ask that.
So do you think
And
throws
now pizza pies,
that would be a
too.
little hot. That might hurt a little bit. I don't know.
Well, that was in their promo video. He threw a pizza pie at somebody. So
That's pretty awesome, man. There's so many cool
you
people
gotta
in this
love it.
industry. And
But
I really
never do that at a wedding, though.
no.
I've seen some crazy
Don't be
things.
throwing
somewhere.
cakes at weddings.
I saw one groom one time take a bunch of cake and like slap the bride, but actually slap her with the cake, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on?
This is for everything.
Yeah, and she did not come back out for like 2 hours. It wasn't
Oh,
good.
wow.
But what are you gonna do, man? The fun
Yeah, what are
things
you
you
gonna
see. I'm sure, Juan, I'm sure you've heard crazy amounts of stories.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm sure
Definitely,
I've told you crazy
You
amounts
have,
of stories.
and I've heard some crazy stories, and that's something I actually wanted to suggest to you guys. I don't know if you should add a small segment if you need to fill time of a horrible story or
yeah.
a crazy
Yeah, we definitely
story.
want to do an episode
That's
about that.
Pretty funny.
We're
the top 10 worst things to happen.
right. You never,
we're shooting to maybe do live shows, like
Yeah, hopefully that's going to be coming
live
in.
broadcasts. We don't know when we'll be able to do that yet. We're working on it, but maybe we'll have you guys call in. You could tell some of your horror stories. We'll tell some of our horror stories.
Yeah, it'd be
and-
cool to be live and be able
Be
to
great.
do that, and because there's so many different stories, man. There's so many funny things.
Or
that
even
can
if
happen.
we do like an Instagram live or a Facebook live, just
Sure.
to connect with you guys.
Yeah.
Even YouTube. We'll see if we can get that done.
There's a lot of things in the works. Definitely even want to down the road do like a mixer where we all come and hang out.
Yeah.
Get everyone together, get some food. And tell them it's free, and they'll come, and then we'll charge them at the door. So
There will definitely be cookies there. So.
Dude, well, that's what, even like, so you guys have the event May 1st for the QSC. I mean, last time you guys did that, I know you live streamed it. I mean, that place was packed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I had never seen more people in that store.
Yeah, we can't even. People have to park down the street and everything, and it gets overwhelmingly packed. But we do good, man. You know, we promote it, and when people hear that there's a free giveaway, you know, that's very enticing.
And it's not even like just a free giveaway.
Yeah.
I mean, a free,
No, it's also learning. They
do the demos.
The reps
and
are there.
right?
They're going to show you all about the product and walk you through it.
But it's not even that it's a giveaway. I mean, it's thousands of dollars of equipment.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, thousands. I mean, you're talking about one of the best systems you can get for the money and for the warranties that they offer. I mean, QSC. I mean, that's my brand. I mean, I love QSC, but I mean, that's a big giveaway.
Yeah.
And that just shows the partnership that you have with these companies.
Yeah.
You guys really do, and you guys are registered, and registered retailers of all these things, which is huge though.
Yeah.
Because when I call a company, I said, "Oh, okay, I bought this, and it's unfortunately not working anymore," and they ask where you bought it, and I'm able to give a receipt from idjnow.
Yeah.
They won't void the warranty. They'll actually hold it to that because you bought it from somewhere like that instead of buying
somewhere
it
reputable
and
online or Craigslist or somewhere like that where they might not be registered.
Correct.
So
while we're on the topic, I just wanted to ask you: the second system that you're giving away is the CP series.
CP series. Correct.
What do you think of those speakers? Because that's a QSC
right.
name brand speaker, and it's very affordable, way more affordable than any of the other speakers. So what do you think about that?
The best way I could put it, the sound would remind you of the original K series, like the K10 or the K8 really, and the K12. Very close to sounding like that.
Okay.
And
it's a very
durable and super lightweight. It's lighter than the previous K series, and they sound really great, man. I would tell you to stop in and check them out. Especially if you're going to be here for this event for May 1st, stop on in. That's the whole reason.
There's no reason you shouldn't be, because what day of the week is it?
That is on a Wednesday.
Okay, it's not a Saturday, it's not a Friday, and it's not a Sunday. You're not working.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
it's at night too.
Yeah, even if you have a day job,
call in sick.
Go afterwards.
Well, it's afterwards. It's we're holding it from 3 to 9. For the first few hours, we're going to be doing the presentations on the speaker and everything, and then the giveaways is going to be later on in the evening. So.
And now, when do they have? They have to get there at 3, or they can get there?
No, you could get that anytime. It's going to be, you got to be present. They're going to give a raffle ticket, so it's going to be pulled out the basket and.
Yeah, so people just can't walk in at 8:59.
Right.
They know you got to come.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you wouldn't want to come. It's knowledge.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
It's fun.
Yep.
If you haven't been there, you could check out the store and everything.
There's nowhere I'd rather have more fun spending money.
Sick lighting room.
Yes,
sick lighting room.
Yeah.
I love going in there because I don't really have a lot of lights. Right now, my personal system that I use is the Chauvet Gig Bar.
Oh yeah, he loves that Gig Bar.
And too, man.
You have the Gig Bar too now. You have.
Yeah. It's so versatile.
It is. It's so easy to
That's
set
all
up
I
too.
use. So I like to go in there and look at some of the moving heads and the LED strips and everything.
Yeah, no, it's
cool.
And then you get me where I'm like, hey, let's try all the geysers so I can figure out which one I want, and then the whole place is so smoky. That was the funniest day, man. We smoked that whole place out. It was,
that happens quite often when people are testing for foggers. We fog up the whole place, man.
Yeah, man. And that's another thing. It's like with foggers, for instance, a lot of Long Island venues don't allow them.
Correct.
So, most,
That's why
if you bought them
the
online, you
CO2
might
is
just
getting
buy
big,
them.
too.
So that's a great, exactly. And that's an option that, they would give you at the stores. Oh, maybe you should go with dry ice instead. You could offer that. I just had a client call me the other day, and she literally emailed me, and she was like, oh, I'm looking for a fog machine, for the prom. And I was like, okay, I have no problem offering it, but here are the other options,
let's check with the
because you
venue.
should check with the venue first.
Correct.
Always check with the venue. There's nothing more important than, or on Monday or Tuesday of the week of the event, or even 2 weeks before the event, you should be calling these venues, confirming everything. Sometimes the client gets it wrong. Sometimes they thought their ceremony starts at 6 and it starts at 5, or it starts at 7. I mean, or let's say you got a giant event, TVs, photo booths, and everything like that, and then all of a sudden you get there and they tell you, oh, you can only set up for an hour, and you brought 2 guys.
Yeah.
You might need 3 roadies with you at that point.
I don't understand what's up with the cater. Well, I guess it's because the other event is ending, and then you guys only have that small time frame to get in. But that's the worst.
I mean, I look at it like this. All right, the catering halls aren't out for the vendor. All right, they're out
Right.
to make their own money.
Correct.
And
Sure.
we're just lucky that we're able to make money in their venues. All right,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If I was, because I always try to think of it, I try to separate myself from the problem and figure out, you know, let me think of all perspectives. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with so many different things. But it's like they got to make their money.
Yeah.
And you know, as long as they're not, you know, subparing their quality, which unfortunately that does happen a lot. But I mean, sometimes they're doing where they have a 1 to 5, and then I mean, some of them are ridiculous and do a 6 to 10, and they have an hour flip, which is stupid. But most of them, generally speaking, would do a 1 to 5 and a 7 to 11.
Yeah.
And that's just normal.
Yep.
You know,
That's just how it
and
is.
unfortunately, that's why it's just really important, even when you're booking the event, find out these things. Where is it? What day? It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday night. They probably have a party beforehand.
Yeah.
Or even put a clause in it. If we find out that we can't set up, we need to charge for X amount of roadies.
Wow.
You know, you just need to, you
Yeah.
need to be able to protect yourself, because if not, you're just all of a sudden any profit that you had is going to be out the window, or
Yeah.
you're not going to be set up in time, and then you look even
Oh,
worse.
that's
Yeah.
the worst. Yeah,
You know, because
don't
I'd
want
rather
that.
bite the bullet and bite the money than, you know, look bad.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll never understaff
Yeah.
parties. You know?
Especially if you're looking to like have a house account with them or something, you don't want to look bad.
Exactly. And if you want to have, you know, and the biggest thing is the presence of the, you know, and your good looking equipment and everything like that. And, you know, you guys kill it at IG now.
So you talking about good looking equipment, man. Well, your equipment, man. Oh
Thank
my
you, man.
God! Every
Listen.
time I see your post, I'm just
It's thanks to
we're
those
wowed.
cases.
Thank you.
But
Dude,
everything
that
you
protect it.
just looks so fresh, man. So good, so new every time. I'm
I
just
try,
like,
man.
wow.
I really do. I spend, you know,
beautiful,
and
man.
there's so many times where it's like, even with like the TVs and everything, you know, you got to go out. And unfortunately, with how cheap TVs are today, I mean, you can get a 65-inch TV for $500. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the case is $600. You know what I mean? But
You got to protect their investment, man.
But you
gotta
got it,
protect
man.
them.
You guys have
got them.
some of the best cases, man. Like, it's so important.
That's the one thing that I sometimes see with people, that they forget how important it is to look as well. Okay, so you might be an amazing MC or DJ, but you know, if you're walking in with raggedy stuff or the original boxes, which hey, we all start with like that, but it's
I
important, you know,
100%
because you don't
agree.
want to sit there. And
I've done
be
it.
When I started,
everybody starts that.
When I
everyone.
started, everything was in the original boxes,
Everyone,
from the
everyone.
controller to my microphone.
You
You
still
got the
keep your
phone.
mic in
You
the
got the
box.
phone
I
cases.
gotta get a microphone
Yeah,
case.
no, it
Yeah.
looks. It's easier
Yeah.
to break down and set up when everything has its own packaging and cases. You know.
Yeah.
But
But you start out like that. I get it.
Everyone starts
You know,
like
I get
that.
it. But
Everyone.
like, you know, eventually you need to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of people, you know, they do a gig, they make $1,000 and they put it in their pocket.
when it should.
That's the difference.
Yep.
You should go back into the business
Correct.
until you
Especially
can
in the
make
beginning.
enough money.
Right.
Especially in the beginning, you should always reinvest.
Yes.
I didn't take a dime for 2 years, man. Every dollar went back to idjnow. I'm not even kidding. Every dollar I brought in went back to idjnow in some
And you
way, shape,
recently
or form.
said you paid off your card, right?
I did, yeah, for
That's
the
big
first
news.
time I think ever. I actually
Big
paid
round
off
of
the
applause
card.
for-
Yes.
So I mean, I'm looking at my watch. It's like 11:42. So by 12:30, I'll be online looking at new things on idjnow.com. You know, all the specials they have. But
Yeah.
dude, it's just like, again, I don't know how many times I can say it. Go to the store, and if you don't want to just go for no reason, then go May 1st. You know,
Right,
just go to the
right.
store. You know, check it out. That's a great day to meet people. It's a free mixer. Just go and
Yep.
well, not it's a different type of mixer. It's a networking mixer, but
Right,
it's also you could
exactly.
win a mixer.
Yes, that too.
Because you can win the QSC Touch, which is
Yep, the Touch Mix
such
8,
a cool.
which is great.
That's
I mean,
new, right?
so yeah, I don't really think a lot of people know. So
It's a digital. So if you're familiar with like your analog mixers, you know, like let's. You know, where you have 16 channels, a 4-channel mixer for microphones and everything. This is all digital. It's pretty cool. It's called the Touch Mix 8, and that's one of the things that they'll be giving away on May 1st, alongside with the speakers and subwoofers.
So you'd say it would be like really good for like a live sound engineer.
perfect for a
Yeah.
live sound engineer.
These are all,
Definitely.
you know, these are things. And that's another thing. You guys really do. I mean, obviously you focus on DJing and everything like that, but you
I
guys
wanna
also,
touch
I
base on
want you to
that.
touch on
Yeah.
the fact that you guys also really can do live
Correct.
sound as well.
Yeah. So the cool thing about idjnow is not only do we cater to idjnows and speak the DJ lingo and you know, but we also are expanding and we work with bands, musicians, karaoke people who put karaoke on. And so I encourage people who are in bands or any music, even for I'm trying to think like what's the word that I'm looking for people who are in the gyms, like spin classes, microphones, all of that.
Oh yeah,
you guys offer a lot
yeah,
of
we
that.
do.
From like the Zumba and everything and cycling.
Yeah, people come get their headsets
they
from
have
us.
massive systems in there, and like
speakers,
the wireless mics and everything.
So it's a lot more. It's not just DJ.
It's not just DJ.
It's not
Right.
at all.
And I saw
You guys have so
recently
much
on the Instagram, speaking of podcasts, you guys do a podcast package now.
Yes, so that's
starter
another
pack.
thing
He
that
did
we
send
sell.
me that. I was laughing.
We have podcast packages, so microphones with also now with webcam, microphone built in.
Yeah, I saw
Marantz is
that.
doing
That's
some cool stuff.
There's so much affordable
There
stuff
is.
out there. It's
There
just
is.
you could
Yeah, that
buy
whole
it.
package is so affordable.
It's very affordable, and it's just the biggest thing is you got to put the content.
Right.
You gotta stick
have the
with it. You know what I mean?
content,
Because I think I looked up a statistic the other day, and I don't remember how many it was, but there were hundreds and hundreds of thousands of podcasts, like hundreds of thousands, and the average listeners though was only like 100 or so. And it was because some of them, I mean, you have some of these podcasts like the Daily Wire and everything, they get millions of hits a day.
Wow.
But then there's so many that put out so little content, or they don't try to market and everything. And that's like, if you really try to, get in there and, it's going to be hard for you to be a top 40 podcast. I mean, that's a very difficult thing to do. However, like, we're a niche, we're, mobile DJs. I mean, there's nothing we like more than talking about ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's just, if you guys haven't, well, obviously you have because you're listening, so thanks. But if you have a friend that, has to drive
Would
to
like
a
our
commute,
show.
or something like that, check it out. And then more importantly, check out on YouTube as well. Give us the links one more time.
CuePointsPodcast.com. You can find everything there. Or if you'd like to go individually, Facebook and Instagram at CuePoints Podcast. We broadcast on YouTube. It's Anthony Garcia DJ Vlogs. That's my channel. We put all the videos there.
And also check out the rest of his awesome videos because
I make the
awesome
gig
vlogs
vlogs and everything. And
actually, at at our annual holiday party this year, I gave out awards to everyone, big E's with something that they won, almost like a Dundee from The Office, if you're familiar.
That's so funny.
And what was your award?
The largest vlog archive.
I say that because
he kept me so busy over the summer. I fell behind with the gig logs. So the ones that I'm uploading now are from like the end of the summer.
Yeah, he couldn't keep up. So it was so funny. I was like, "Where is this gig? You were filming the whole setup." And I find that so
this
cool.
was 3 months ago. Why isn't it on YouTube?
I find that really cool though. Setting up, showing because and again it goes back to the educating of the client. It's like we don't just show up for 4 hours. We're not there from your 1 to 5
that's
or your
why
7 to 11.
I like to do that. You get to see the whole process.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big deal.
I try to film the setting up, the tearing down, explain why I'm doing certain things.
Right.
And a while back, I actually did a haul where I went to idjnow and I brought the camera in. And
it's huge because a lot of the stuff does start in the store because we got to buy the equipment in order to sell the parties. You know what I mean? Some people do it the other way around, but we'll touch on that another
That's
story.
a whole nother thing, right? Oh my God.
But there have been times. There was one time where a party switched times on us and didn't tell us. It was backyard Sweet 16, and I'm literally getting ready to go out on my boat. All right, and I'm about to leave, and I saw a phone call come in. I answered it really quick, and it's the client asking where we are. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I have an email right next to me saying that's next week. And I'm like, all right, we'll figure it out. I had almost no equipment on me. I had a computer and I had two speakers. I had no mixer and I had like half a photo booth because we had a photo booth and a DJ in the party. So I rigged together the stuff, and as I'm rigging together what I need, I call Eric over at idjnow and I say, dude, do an XY. I need you to put together this mixer with me and this. I'll be there in 20 minutes. And I literally had it at the door for me.
that's what's great about buying local.
Is that
you
at
you
the
can do
door,
that.
and I took it, went to the party, smoothed things over, and we still got tipped.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing night, but again, couldn't even remotely been done if I didn't have that stuff, and I didn't have the connection, and I didn't have they didn't have their presence here on Long Island and and abroad. I don't say it for no reason. I've been saying this to you for years, Juan. It's no BS. You guys truly do make me and so many other companies, better companies because, we're educated on what we need, and, you guys just kill it, man. You guys are awesome.
We love you guys.
It's I got to thank it and throw it back to you guys. Thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a business, and, we wouldn't know what to recommend if I hadn't had the opportunity to fill those shoes for you guys. So thank you for everybody that shops with us.
And give us all the social media and everything for where we can find you guys.
If you want to check us out, it's idjnow.com. or in store, we have 2 locations, like we mentioned before. One in Babylon, which is on Sunrise Highway in New York, and then the Queens location on the LIE Horace Harding Expressway.
You can't miss
that's
either
right off
one.
the LIE.
You literally
We're
can't
right
miss
on
them.
the highway.
I do a lot of work in the city, and like as I'm driving by, I see it on the left off the
Yeah, I was
service
looking
road,
for it
and I'm
too.
like, I've never been there, but
I said the same
I
thing
would
the
like
other
to go
day. I
there.
passed by and I was like, I really got to stop in there one day.
Yeah, stop in there,
and then
man.
what's the social medias we can find you guys?
Yeah, so we both have. We also have both Facebook and Instagram, idjnow, and you'll find us with those handles. And for me, it's Juan P at idjnow, JUANP as in Peter at idjnow.com. If you guys never need anything, feel free to email me. I'll be more than glad to help you out or answer your needs.
Dude, again, idjnow, you guys got to check them out. Go to their stores May 1st for the big event there. Huge giveaways.
We'll
More
be there.
importantly, you'll meet some great people. Check us out. Again, every Wednesday, we are here, the CuePoints Podcast, the mobile DJ podcast. Anthony's been doing a fantastic job with the social media, and we have
Thank you.
everything, man. CuePointsPodcast.com. You got to check us out on, and
hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. Please let us know if you are.
yeah, hit us up, Facebook, Instagram, the website, CuePoints Podcast every Wednesday. We will see you guys again next week.